Hi guys, today I want to do a quick video on my personal top 3 most influential tools you can use for free to boost your research studies or any other projects. I just want to say that I intended to make this video very short and just mention the services, but if you want some more detailed tutorials on each of them, especially the last one, please either contact me or write down in the comments and I'll try to make a video for that specific service. Without further ado, let's dive into the tools. The first one is the least exciting and the one I believe will have the least impact on your work, but it is the easiest one to set up and start using right away. And it is Trello. You can easily organize ideas, projects, and units, make to-do lists, or just share information across your devices in a clear and easy to navigate way. Trello also offers collaborations, which means you can build a board with your friends and add whatever anyone wants and then get it synced in across all your devices. Using Trello is much more organized than the notes in iOS or the corresponding application in Android and the Windows sticky notes because everything is split into different boards, then lists and then cards, which contains different information, and you can also do completions and progress and all that kind of stuff. I personally use Trello the most while I'm sleeping and I have a great idea and I just want to write it down, so I just open Trello with my available boards for ideas and I add a new list and the cards which describe the idea. It is available as a web service and an application, and I'll just leave it like this. Okay, enough about Trello. The next two address the problem with finding, citing, annotating, keeping track and organizing papers, references and all that kind of stuff. The tool is called Mendeley and I think it's a must-have for any student in any level. And let me say, it's just amazing. A quick mention that the video is not sponsored in any way and that is just my honest opinion. You can add papers you already have downloaded before, and it has a feature where it automatically detects the authors, titles, dates, and other key data about the given paper. It doesn't really work every time, but it's still a great feature and it works most of the time. The edge that Mendeley has over other academic search engines like Google Scholar, IEEE, or your university library is that you get the papers which are most related to your queries and not necessarily the most popular papers or just general papers in the field. Moreover, I have found many papers which don't necessarily appear in Google Scholar and other search engines, and they do appear in Mendeley. The two main features I want to discuss that will have the biggest impact is that you can take notes inside the app and annotate every paper even when you're offline, because all the papers are downloaded and stored in cache on your PC. Also, you can export your bibliography or references in whatever format you want them, even BibTeX. It is absolutely free and you can add as many papers as you want instead of the 15 limit on Scientist4me or similar services. Moreover, everything is organized and you don't have hundreds of different open tabs. You can organize them in folders, then subfolders, and so on and so forth, or collections. This brings us to the last tool on this list, which I believe is the single most beneficial tool you can use to boost your productivity and stop worrying about alignments, content organization, and other frustrating things you would encounter in your day-to-day work with Word or any similar product. This Word alternative, which is also free, synchronizes your progress across all your devices. You can even write on your phone, is by far the greatest thing I have discovered during my university studies, and it's Overleaf, and respectively LaTeX. Some of you may be familiar with LaTeX, and to those of you I will just say that it is an online cloud service with all dependencies you need, which makes your life even easier. If you haven't used LaTeX, don't worry. I highly recommend it, especially if you're writing your dissertation, since you can split everything in chapters or even subsections and store all the parts in different files and then import the files into your big dissertation body. which makes everything much easier. One of the greatest perks of using Overleaf and LaTeX is that you can separate your bibliography in different files and put all citations there with corresponding comments or notes and give them an alias which you can then use for your internal citations wherever you use it. What is more is that you include all your used references with a single line and it all does everything automatically for you. Remember I mentioned Mendeley exports in BibTeX? Well, you can import all your BibTeX citations in Overleaf and then everything is done for you absolutely automatically. All the university citation rules, all the formats, everything you can just define or get a file and have it already defined, and then everything is defined for you. You have normalized it across all your devices, and then you can download the paper, import it into Mendeley, export as BibTeX, and grab the BibTeX and put it in Overleaf, or you can just Google it in Google Scholar, and then there is a small box where you can click and then say give me the BibTeX, then you get the BibTeX citation and then you put it in Overleaf and you're good to go. You don't have to worry with IDs for me, finding your university, changing this, changing that, organizing everything in alphabetical order. No, this organizes it as you define it in the BST file, and you can find that. Don't worry, you don't have to write your own BST file. There are BST files available for almost all formats, and you can find the one your university or your institution uses and then quickly just import it and you're good to go. The one thing with Overleaf is that it requires a bit of time to get used to it, but when you do, and believe me, you get used to it pretty quickly, you just find it is irreplaceable and there is no tool that can offer such a big boost in your productivity and just save you a lot of time. There are much more tools and much more to each tool that can be discussed, and many more features I haven't covered in this video, but I want to keep this video short, which I ended up not doing really. But please make sure you like or dislike the video and share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.